Yes, no preview today, no teaser. I'm Nickel, this is the Painscreek Killings, this is episode 8, and today is the last episode. Today we find out who killed Vivian Roberts. I'm so excited. This is so cool. The game started off real slow, but I've really warmed up to it. I'll get more into what I thought about the start of the game after we've finished everything. But first things first, we have two things to discover, or two secrets to unlock. We have this chess puzzle here in this room, which we now have the combination to, and we have the key in the church. We're going to do this one first because I suspect that the other one is going to be a bit of a bigger revelation. We're going to scour for clues. We're going to see if we missed anything. That'll probably be pretty quick. I'll probably spend a lot of time looking around, but cut that down real short. And then we're going to have a little pure ref session where we go over all the clues and we look at the timeline, look at the alibis, and we figure out who did it. Then we're going to move on to the ending and see if the game has a surprise for us. You know, is it Bernard, the butler who was obsessed with Vivian? Is it Charles, the husband, the estranged husband? Was it Sophia as a ghost? Was it Derek, the chauffeur? Was it Scott, the person we thought it was the whole time? Or was it Father Matthew, the man of God who lost the love of his life? Well, if you're a priest, you probably don't need a love of your life because the love of your life is God, so it shouldn't have been such a big deal for him. But anyway, let's do it. Let's start with this puzzle and then we'll move to the church. And yeah, my pencil is here. And so we have the first K is the king, the second K is the knight. The king is 9. The queen is 1. Wait. The bishop is 9. The king is 4. So 419. 419. 4195. What? 5149? 5194? It's the other way around. The knight was first, then the king. The draw pushes us. What do we have here? Beckett Investigation Services. 4431 Lake Thomas Suite 100, Grand City, NL. Date July 17th, 95. To Charles Roberts. Upon your request, we investigated Andrew Reed and Henry Johnson's deaths. Due to confidentiality agreements with our sources, we are unable to reveal the true nature of their deaths. Suffice to say, both of them did not die of said accidents. So we dug deeper. We found out that Andrew and Henry were both related to the disappearance of Sophia Miller and the death of Magdalene Roberts 20 years ago. What really happened to Sophia, we do not know as of now. However, some evidence was brought to light regarding Magdalene Roberts' death. We talked to a retired nurse who used to work at the Painscreek Community Hospital. Although she preferred to remain anonymous, according to her, she came across a note while cleaning Dr. Johnson's office. In it, Dr. Johnson stated that the prescription was lethal and to be administered only to Magdalene, and the dosage has to be precise or it will not work. No one else should intake it. A letter was made out to your wife, Vivian Roberts, according to the note. If you would like for us to stop this investigation, let us know at your earliest convenience. Otherwise, we will continue to find out the truth about Sophia's disappearance. Sincerely, Jason Beckett. So he did find out. July 17th? When did she die? When did she die? I had it last episode. Just looking at my screenshots. Okay, I do have the date. So when we go over the evidence, we'll see how that pans out. Okay, so did he keep going? So this is February 3, 96, so this is after she died. Beckett's Investigation Services. To Charles Roberts. Our investigation was initially promising. We interviewed possible witnesses who might know something about Sophia's disappearance. Months later, however, we are nowhere near knowing what happened to Sophia. We've searched through all the states for any possible trace, but to no avail. What we can conclude at this time is that the main cause of Sophia's disappearance has to do with Andrew, Henry, and Vivian. Now that they are gone, we are unable to get the truth about what really happened to Sophia. If you prefer, we can still continue to search, however, the results look bleak. We have posted rewards for any information regarding Sophia, hoping that it's just a matter of time before someone with real information steps up. For the time being, we suggest that you wait. Should anything emerge, you'll be the first to know. Sincerely, Jason Beckett. I wonder if Vivian died and he's like, gonna need a new girl now. Let's see if they can find Sophia. Okay, so they were still investigating, but this is after she died, because she died in 95, right? Or was it 96? Oh, we'll figure it out later. Alright. November 18, 95. Months ago, right before Vivian was killed, I confronted her about Mum's death. She said she didn't know anything about it. Lying till the end, she only administered the medicine as provided by Dr. Johnson. She was lying. I could see it in her eyes. She was scared and she was hiding her fear. I know that Vivian was never completely truthful with me, but I still have no proof yet. She never liked Mum, but I wouldn't have thought her capable of killing her own mother-in-law. I know that she had something to do with what happened to Mum and Sophia, but what can I do? She was my wife, after all, and now. December 27, 95. Vivian is dead. So is Scott. Now Trisha is dead too. Is this my punishment for the affair I had 20 years ago? Seems so, Charles, doesn't it? I'm going to just tentatively say, we're going to go over this later, but I'm going to tentatively say that Charles is innocent. Charles Roberts' story? Okay, let's go to the church. We have one more thing that I know of to uncover, and then after that we'll have a look around. The guest room is still locked, but we did get the achievement saying we've seen all the keys. So let's just quickly have a look at that while we're here. So that's this one. There might be some other way in. Okay, well let's go to the church. Hold on. Oh, this one. So this is the guest room, and the other one is the bathroom. So maybe there's access from the balcony? Somehow? Oh, it's just there, isn't it, you know? Maybe it really is just not relevant. I mean, it looks like it's just an empty room, doesn't it? Maybe from above? I doubt it, though. See, attic's like way over the other side. Is there a... Well, it's going to be interesting to find out if those rooms are accessible or not. It might be worth looking in the sewers again, too. We might do that. This also looks suspicious, like there should be a way to access this, you know? It says exit, like it takes us outside. Alright, here we go. Turn the key. Secret passage. This is where Matthew's practiced his wood crafting. Matthew practiced his wood crafting. So we've got scissors. Do we have... We have an axe. Where's the E on this typewriter? The E. Yep, the E's are bad on this. Someone came to Painscreek. She cannot know. That's me! Someone came to Painscreek. She cannot know. That's me. Holy shit. Might be a pretty quick deduction section.
June 6th, 1995. I met Andrew in the evening at his house. He was hallucinating when we met, saying that he's seen Sophia everywhere, that he's a sinner, and that he should die. But I didn't mean to kill him. My hands are still shaking. June 30th, 1995. Dr. Johnson came. He was surprised to see me. He tried to justify, saying it wasn't his fault, that he was only carrying the baby and had nothing to do with Sophia's death. When I revealed the truth about Magdalene, his face turned white. He didn't expect anyone to know the truth. He deserved to die. July 19, 1995. Just like the doctor, Vivian came alone. Instead of feeling guilty, she called Sophia a bitch who destroyed everything she had. I didn't feel any sign of remorse, feeling of guilt, or repentance from her at all. So I gave her time to express herself. And then I killed her.
You're going to hell, man.
It's all over now. Why am I not at peace? There's this nosy investigator in town. I thought that if I led him to believe that Bernard killed Vivian, he just might believe it. But I made the mistake of trying to mislead him. Now he's suspecting me of being the killer. He has to die.
Not safe from now on. Oh fuck. Jesus Christ. Oh god. Oh god. Oh, down here. Jesus. Thank you, Sophia's ghost. The sewers. Sophia. I didn't take a picture. I didn't take a picture, that's... Oh god, he's after me. Which way? Which way? To the roof, maybe? Is he faster than me? I think he might be. She wants me up on the roof, right? Oh god. To Janet, I'm glad that you made it back safely and uncovered the truth about the Painscreek Killings. Good job. Your story will be on the front page of tomorrow's newspaper. Please submit the following information, as well as a photo for your article as soon as possible. Richard Harris, Editor-in-Chief. P.S. By the way, we found out who hired P.I. Stephen Moss. Who killed Vivian Roberts? So Matthew Brooks. What was the murder weapon? Axe? I didn't take a picture. To Dorothy Patterson, my name is Janet Kelly. I'm here to inform you, on behalf of P.I. Stephen Moss, that the secrets of the Painscreek Killings have come to light. He is, however, missing. The police are searching for his whereabouts. While preparing for this letter, I could not help but wonder, what if Charles didn't commit adultery? What if Vivian had not confronted Sophia? What if Magdalene hadn't insisted on a son to continue the family line? Could things have turned out differently? In hindsight, it's easy to say what they should not have done. Sometimes it's hard to make the right choices in life, isn't it? Did Derek really hate Scott so much that it led to his death? Could Matthew not have sought revenge for Sophia? And why did Henry Johnson choose to be an accomplice in Magdalene's death? The truth was that everyone made a choice that they think was best, but not necessarily the right one. This made me realize the following. We have the freedom to say or do whatever we want, but there are consequences following our actions. The bigger the mistake, the harsher the consequence. It was true that Charles and Sophia's affair was wrong, but Vivian had a choice. Either to confront Charles about it, or take it out on Sophia. She chose the latter. Just as Vivian made her choice, so did Andrew, Henry, and Matthew. In the end, all they had to do was face the consequences. The headline, Matthew Brooks killed Vivian with axe. Alright, I'll see you after the credits. Painscreek Killings, Grade A, 97% complete. Rank Detective. Press any key to continue. Okay, well I think I'll stay on this screen because the sound might play if I go to the next one. Okay, this was really good. I see this as like an early work from someone who would go on to do great things, if that makes sense. It's rough around the edges, it's a bit dodgy, it's a bit low tech, but it really builds into something. It knows the detective genre really well. Relatively well, and it really provides some great story beats, and the way that you uncover the sordid details, you know, the affair, the murder, all that sort of stuff is really well done. I suspected early on that there might be someone still in Painscreek. I don't know if I mentioned it. I probably didn't mention it on the thing, but I didn't notice anything change or anything like that. I thought that would be like a cool beat. The ending was a bit dodgy, you know, the way that the animation was, but that's cool. So a few problems with this game, a few issues that I have with it. First up, everyone is earnest, everyone is introspective, everyone is plagued by issues, and everyone is writing journals, you know? If you look at, say, maybe a good recent detective movie like Knives Out, you have what's his name? The guy from Not Another Teen Movie. I'll flash his picture on screen. But you have his character where he's just like an arsehole, and it's sort of deliberate. And it's like, is he the bad guy? At the start, there's no nothing to hook you in terms of the characters. You just have, this happened, someone died. Everyone is earnest and portraying themselves as innocent, I guess. At the start of the game, you don't really have any character hooks that sort of get you into the game. And so the first third of the game ends up being very slow. But once you get to the details of the mystery, and once you get familiar with all the characters, it sort of starts to pick up. And towards the end, that was incredible. So the fact that at the start of the game, I could leave Painscreek and go on to the ending, that's interesting to me. Why would the game allow you to end like that? So I might be interested to see what happens if we do that. But anyway, that's for another time. I think that the mechanisms through which you learn the information are very artificial in the game. Everyone's got a journal. Everyone's introspective. Everyone is talking about how distressed or uncomfortable or happy or excited or whatever they are. In real life, people don't keep journals. People don't write. There's other ways of getting clues. So the chess puzzle and the darts puzzle, that's pretty cool. Maybe there should have been more of that in the game. It becomes very formulaic how you discover the information, right? So you know that every character who's there is going to have a journal. Every character is going to have their, whatever. And yeah, that doesn't feel right to me. That feels like a bit awkward. The actual deduction only really came in at the end there. And the game didn't rely on us to do the deduction, if that makes sense. At the end of there, who killed her, what was the weapon or whatever, that comes after it's very obvious who killed her. I was expecting to solve these two clues and then gather all the evidence together and go over all the evidence and figure out who did it. At the start of the episode, I had a very good feeling that it was Father Matthew because of the note that the detective left late in the last episode. So I was pretty sure it was him. I didn't get to show you ahead of time. I didn't get to have that little deduction session where we go over the clues and we say, oh, it must be him, couldn't be so-and-so. So yeah, the game didn't make you deduce, and the game said it was going to, but then it didn't. Anyway, what I really liked was the different motives and the different arcs. And when we finally got the sheets from the sheriff, the alibi sheet and the clue sheet, at that stage, I was like, this is incredible. Like, this game's incredible. I liked the ending. The ending surprised me. I liked that they weaved the ghost thing in without it being the corny, oh, it was the ghost who did it. And yeah, I liked that there was someone in town. So that shook things up a bit. That was good. At the start, I was not expecting to like this game. I was expecting that I was going to find all the characters boring, introspective dweebs talking about their emotions or whatever, until we, finally find out that Vivian's death was like an accident and everyone was innocent and no one was a killer. But then the game continued to surprise me by uncovering these different various storylines. So by the end of it, I ended up loving the game. But I think that this is a weakness because a lot of people might play the game for an hour and then decide, yeah, this is going to be pretty milquetoast. This is going to be pretty bland. But the game really warms up and gets incredible. By the time you discover the sewers, you know that this game's going to be incredible. But that's too late into the game, is my point. So the key thing is I really wanted the game to give me the chance to get it wrong and give me a good chance of getting it wrong. It would be hard to do that and have, the tense ending that we had in the game. But I would have liked for the game to allow me to flex my puzzle chops, to make me feel like I discovered it rather than giving it to me at the end. That's the main thing. And I know that's at odds with how much I like the ending, but that's just how I felt. What other thoughts do I have? Yeah. So just to summarize, started off slow. It's not until the end that you find out the truth about some of these characters. Yeah, I really liked it. I'm going to find out if these guys, I don't know who made the game. I'm going to find out if they have another game, if it's a puzzle game, and I might play it. So yeah, I'll look into that. But other than that, that brings us to the end of the game. After the video is done, I'm going to have a quick look and see what I missed. I got 97% complete. Did I miss 1, 2, or 3 clues or something? Or maybe my picture wasn't good enough? Yeah, so I'll see. But yeah, thanks for watching. If you did watch, please stick around. Hang out with me as I play some more puzzle games, play some more different kinds of games. But yeah, I hope you like the series. Let me know what you thought. Leave a comment. Thanks for watching. See you next time. We'll start up with a new series pretty soon in the next few days.